The contestant played a fantastic game despite falling behind in the early going. Ken Jennings has been on Jeopardy long enough, first as the star player and then as the host, to know how contestants can take big risks to win. However, in a recent episode of the show, the host was left shocked by a contestant's massive wager, as he won the round by $1. Even though he was not in the lead for most of the game, the contestant in question was a man named Curtis Bojetti, who was playing against defending champion Zach Knecht and Hannah Gomez. He did not get off to the best start, as Knecht took the lead in the early going after finding the daily double in the first clue. By the end of the round, he was in the lead with $6,200, as Bojetti held second place with $5,400. Gomez was third with $1,600. Later on, Bojetti found his daily double in Double Jeopardy, as per a TV Insider report, and that is where his luck changed. At this point, he had $8,600 in his purse, and he wagered it all to take the lead in the game. This was the move that shocked Jennings. "Wow, that's a big wager," he said. The clue in that round read, "In the Song of Roland, God makes the sun stand still so this emperor can continue a battle." Bojetti wrote, "Who is Charlemagne?" That was the correct answer, and it put him in the lead with $17,200. This set him on course to becoming the show's champion for the first time. By the time Final Jeopardy came around, Bojetti held a solid lead with $26,600. Knecht was in second place with $15,000, and Gomez occupied third place with $6,800 in the purse. The exact moment isn't available on video, but here's a clip from the episode. The Final Jeopardy category was destinations, and the clue read, "In 2020, the Pripyat Ferris wheel earned a cameo mention in a NY Times travel essay called Why Would Anyone Want to Visit This Place?" Gomez wrote, "What is Egypt?" But that was incorrect. She had wagered all she had and was left with nothing in the end. Knecht, too, had wagered all he had, but he had written, "What is Chernobyl?" That was the correct answer, and his prize money doubled to $30,000, putting him in the lead. Bojetti had also given the correct answer, and it all came down to how much he wagered. He had put up $3,401, which got his grand total after the answer to $30,001, making him a Jeopardy champion by just a single dollar. The contestant knew exactly what he was doing and played a foolproof final game to win the round, despite falling behind in the early stages. In what is already being called one of the most thrilling episodes in the history of Jeopardy, a contestant stunned longtime fan favorite Ken Jennings with a daring and high-stakes wager, ultimately becoming the show's newest champion by the narrowest of margins, a single dollar. The episode, which aired last night, had viewers on the edge of their seats from the very start. Ken Jennings, a household name among trivia enthusiasts and widely regarded as one of the greatest contestants in the history of the show, it was pitted against a newcomer whose audacious strategy would soon shock both Jennings and the viewing audience. A nail-biting Double Jeopardy round the game began in the usual fashion, with Jennings leveraging his encyclopedic knowledge to maintain a steady lead. Known for his calm demeanor and quick recall, Jennings quickly established himself as the frontrunner. However, the newcomer, whose confident yet understated style belied a keen strategic mind, kept pace surprisingly well. During the Double Jeopardy round, the contestant made several calculated plays that caught even Jennings slightly off guard, picking high-value clues in categories that appeared to align perfectly with their knowledge base. The contestant carefully balanced risk and reward, ensuring that they remained in contention heading into Final Jeopardy. The moment of truth. Final Jeopardy. The tension reached its peak as the contestants approached the Final Jeopardy round. In a move that has already sparked a wave of online debate and admiration, the contestant wagered nearly all of their accumulated winnings on a single answer. It was a decision that could either propel them to a decisive victory or result in a devastating loss. Ken Jennings, ever the master strategist, made a more conservative wager, presumably expecting that the contestant would either play it safe or falter under pressure. What happened next, however, defied conventional expectations and made for television gold. The Final Jeopardy category was world history, risk and revolt, and the clues seemed particularly challenging. Jennings penned his answer confidently, sure it would secure a comfortable win. Meanwhile, the contestant, showing remarkable poise, wrote their response with a calm precision that belied the enormous pressure of the moment. A stunning outcome, and host mayim Bialik revealed the Final Jeopardy answers. The studio erupted in astonishment. Both contestants answered correctly, a testament to their knowledge and composure. However, it was the daring wager of the newcomer that made all the difference. By betting almost everything, they managed to surpass Jennings by a single dollar, clinching the title of champion in a dramatic finish that will be remembered for years to come. The contestant's victory by $1 is a rare occurrence in Jeopardy history, reminiscent of some of the most famous narrow wins in the show's long-running legacy. Fans immediately took to social media, with hashtags such as #JeopardyShock and #1$win trending within minutes of the episode's airing. Many praised the contestant for their nerves, strategic thinking, and ability to perform under immense pressure. Ken Jennings, reaction Avon Jennings, known for his grace in both victory and defeat, was visibly impressed by the contestant's approach. In a post-game interview, he remarked, "I've seen a lot of players over the years. But I have to admit, that was a bold move. To wager like that and have it pay off takes a combination of confidence, knowledge, and perhaps a bit of luck. I tip my hat to them." Jennings' response has been lauded as the epitome of sportsmanship, highlighting why he remains such a beloved figure in the trivia world. His acknowledgement of the contestant's courage and skill underscored the magnitude of the moment. The strategy behind the $1 win the $1 margin victory has sparked conversations among Jeopardy enthusiasts about the psychology and strategy behind wagering in Final Jeopardy. Betting nearly all your earnings is always risky, but in this case, the contestant demonstrated a deep understanding of game theory, probability, and their own knowledge strengths. By taking such a bold risk, the contestant forced Jennings into a position where even a correct answer would not guarantee a win. It was a masterclass in strategic thinking, a reminder that Jeopardy is as much about mental acuity and tactical insight as it is about raw knowledge. Fan reactions and social media. Buzz fans quickly flooded social media with reactions ranging from astonishment to admiration. Some praised the contestant's daring approach, calling it a brilliant move and the stuff of legends. Others focused on the dramatic $1 margin, noting how rare such a close finish is in the game's history. Memes quickly emerged, humorously highlighting the tension of the final reveal and the disbelief of both contestants. Twitter and Reddit users dissected the wagers, debating whether Jennings should have taken a more aggressive approach and applauding the newcomer for their calculated risk. A new champion is crowned with this win. The contestant not only walked away with a substantial cash prize but also earned a place in Jeopardy lore. Their victory will be analyzed by fans and future contestants alike, serving as a prime example of the high-stakes strategy that defines the show's most memorable moments. In interviews following the episode, the new champion expressed a mix of excitement and disbelief. "I've been a fan of the show for years," they said. "To compete against someone like Ken Jennings and come out on top, even by just $1, is surreal. I knew it was a risk, but sometimes you have to trust your instincts." Implications for future games. This stunning victory is likely to influence how contestants approach wagering in future episodes. The $1 difference serves as a dramatic reminder that Jeopardy is a game where knowledge, strategy, and nerve intersect. Contestants may now feel emboldened to take risks they previously might have avoided, knowing that the payoff, even if slim, can be monumental. Moreover, the episode underscores the enduring appeal of Jeopardy. It is a show where every clue matters, every wager counts, and where even the most seasoned veterans can be challenged by bold newcomers. The excitement generated by this game demonstrates that the show continues to captivate audiences with unexpected twists and dramatic finishes. In the end, last night's episode will be remembered as one of the most thrilling in Jeopardy history. A newcomer faced off against Ken Jennings, made a daring wager, and emerged victorious by the narrowest of margins, just $1. It was a moment that showcased not only the contestants' knowledge and bravery, but also the enduring excitement and unpredictability of a show that has remained a staple of American television for decades. For fans of Jeopardy, this is a game that will be replayed, analyzed, and remembered for years to come. A perfect example of why sometimes, in trivia and in life, fortune truly favors the bold.